Okay, so welcome back to the YouTube live channel. Let's move to the worksheet. So today, before we actually get into page 17, I want to just quickly revise how rhythmic shorthand goes on page 13. So, in response to you, Jay, we just were in the Zoom call, but you just missed it. But because you're here in the live chat now in the YouTube channel, I'll mark you present on the roll. So, I'll put the worksheet up, and here we go. So just a reminder, when we do rhythms from now on, we're going to use this shorthand system because it's just too hard to do just rhythm strokes like we've done in the past. So a reminder that when we do a rhythmic dictation, we'll set up questions like this, where we have beat lines above the stave. One beat line per beat of the bar. So in this case, we're in 2/4 time. I just realised you probably can't see that in the picture. Sorry, I'll try again. We're in 2/4 time here. So with 1, 2 for each beat, for each bar, 1, 2, and so on. And in this sort of situation, as you hear a rhythm, all you need to do is mark off how many sounds you hear on each beat. I'll model that and demonstrate that again in each lesson. So for crotchets or tars, 1 sound per beat. For quavers, T, T, 2 sounds on each beat. So you mark 2 lines, and then ticka ticka, 4 sounds. So you can mark off 4 sounds. So here's an example of a rhythm done in shorthand for you. It was T, T, ticka ticka, ta, ta, T, T, ta, 2. So you can see there on the first beat, T, T, 2 sounds, ticka ticka, 4 sounds, ta, 1 sound, 1 sound for ta, T, T, 2 sounds, ta, 1. And in this case, the minimum, 2 counts, you just mark the first sound off. So that's just a quick refresh of how this shorthand works. So I'm not going to stay on that any longer because we did do this last term. I'm going to jump to page 17 now, where our work will be for today. So it's only a fairly short lesson today, but it's a pretty important lesson in terms of adding to the complexity of our rhythms that we are studying in class. So I'll read from Deborah Smith's explanation because she's very eloquent in the way she writes this. There are many possible combinations of the rhythms learned so far. For example, this next rhythm includes a common combination of quavers and semiquavers. And here it is. So you can see this first note here is the quaver. We know that because it's got 1 beam. And then these 2 notes here are semiquavers. We know that because they have 2 beams. Normally we see semiquavers in groups of 4, but because there's a quaver taking up the rest of the beat, there's only 2. Now we call this T-ticker because quavers are usually called T or TT if there's 2 of them, and semiquavers are called ticka-ticka or just ticker if there are 2 of them. So this rhythm is called T-ticker or long short short. And it takes up in its entirety 1 beat, because mathematically a quaver is a quarter of a beat, a semiquaver is a quaver, I said that wrong. A quaver is half a beat, and semiquavers are a quarter of a beat each. So a half plus a quarter, there's your maths for you today. That's a whole, or 1 beat. So here is an example of a rhythm that uses T-ticker here. I'll say it to you now using rhythm syllables. T-ticka T, T, T-ticka ta. Ticka ticka T, T, T-ticka ta. I'll now play that to you using claves so you can hear how it sounds in this context. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's all, as a class, say this rhythm together now. 1, 2, 3, 4. T ticka T, T, T ticka ta. Ticka ticka T, T, T ticka ta. If you could all now take your hands out and clap along with me, I'll play this one more time. Please clap this rhythm or tap it on your desk. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is one other common combination using quavers and semiquavers that we'll learn today, and that is this one, which is ticker T. You can see it's just the T ticker, but reversed around, so that you've got the semiquavers first, ticker T, and the quaver second, or in other words, short, short, long. An example of this is given here in the next question, right here. T, T, and then T ticker, T, T, tar. Here's the ticker T, and then T, T, ticker, ticker, and tar. I stopped and said that beat by bit slowly just so that you could see each one individually. So there's the new ticker T. So the question you're probably wondering is, how do we shorthand these two things? Well, here's the T ticker. To shorthand it, we put a line on the beat where the sound starts, and then two lines just like this afterwards. T ticker, line followed by two lines after. And then we do the reverse for ticker T. Two sounds are falling at the start of the beat, the ticker, followed by T afterwards, ticker T. The rest of the note values are still the same, so TT gets just two lines. Because it's two even sounds on the beat, two lines on the beat. Tar still gets a single line. And ticker, ticker, four sounds, so it stays the same. My apologies about the dogs barking in the background. Someone must be walking past out the front. They are very protective animals. They love looking after us. Hopefully they'll quieten down in a moment. So, what we are going to do now is we are going to have a go at a rhythm. And this is actually all we'll do for today's video lesson. After this, I've purposely done a shorter lesson so you can get in and have ample time to do today's musictheory.net tasks. And if you missed any work from last week, I'd love for you to go back and watch those videos and complete the set work too. So, let me just get my book ready, and then I'll change over to the camera so you can see the worksheet in just a moment. My apologies, I'll just take a second to do this. Lesson 12. Okay, I found where I'm meant to be. I'm going to change over to the camera and work through this question with you. So, just changing back over to camera. And here is our question right here. So first things first, we need to have a look and see how many beat lines we need at the top of the question. So to do this, we look here and say, oh, it's in 4/4 time. So that means we need 4 beats per bar. Hopefully the dogs aren't too loud. If someone could just type into the live chat whether it's a bit too hard to hear, let me know and I'll try and shut the dogs up. My wife's just about to come down the hallway now to tell them off too, so you might hear her too. Okay, so we've got 4 beats per bar, and therefore 4 beat lines per bar. Okay, today's question is actually jumping in at the deep end, and we're going to do all the note values that appear here. So there will be quavers, there will be T ticker, there will be tars, and there will be ticker T's and ticker ticker. Now, because this is a bit tricky, I will work you through it as much as I can, but I will play it 5 times initially for you to have a red hot go at getting this right. Give it your best shot, but rest assured, after the 5 playings are done, I will then take us through the questions slowly so you can see how it works out. So don't get too stressed if you don't get it after the first 5 playings. It is a very new rhythmic pattern. And it's been a little while since we've done this rhythmic dictation because of the holidays and everything, but give it your best shot. I will pop things back up onto just the worksheet on the screen whilst I play the question, but before that I'll give you 30 seconds to quickly write out the beat lines as I've done, evenly spaced out across the page. Okay, hopefully you've had enough time to do that. Popping back to the worksheet on the screen. I'll play the question 5 times and then I'll come back to camera. So, here is the rhythmic dictation, first playing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll play that question again. Here is your second playing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll now play that question a third time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is your fourth playing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is your fifth and final playing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm just going to jump back to the camera and we can work through this question together. So, what I'll do is I'll just tap my clave on the desk so I don't have to work with two hands because I'm holding the camera with my other hand. I'll play you the first bar again. Let's have a listen. So, let's break it down to that first beat initially. Here's the first beat. So, was that ta? No. Was it TT? No. We heard 3 sounds. So, it's either ticka T or T ticker. Let's have a listen one more time. Long, short, short. So, for the shorthand, you can mark it off like that. Let's try and map out the rest of the bar now. I'll play you the whole bar. 3, 4. Da, 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 da. We heard one sound on each of these. Where you might be a little confused is, what was this one? Da, 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 da. This was da, da, da. How many sounds? 3. Which order? Long, short, short, or short, short, long? Da, da, da. It was short, short, long. So, because we are confident that we've now got this bar right, we can translate it into shorthand. Pop up here to see what the notes look like if you're still unfamiliar. So we can see that was long, short, short, T ticker. I always recommend writing the note heads first, then the stems, then the beams. That was a tar, a crotchet. This one was the other one. 2 plus 1. Ticka T. Again, note heads first, then stems, then beams, and don't forget the second beam for the semiquavers. And last but not least that. Okay, so far we've got T, ticka, ta, ticka, ti, ta. Now we've got da 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 da. How many sounds on that beat? Da 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 da. 4 sounds. Da 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 da. Before we address that one, you would have heard just one sound, one sound. So, let's come back to the start of this bar and map out what this one must be. Da 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 da. Da da da. How many sounds? 3. What order were they? Fast, fast, slow, or slow, fast, fast? Da da da. Quick, quick, long. And that is the answer in shorthand. So again, converting it from shorthand, we had 4 sounds on the first beat, 4 semiquavers. Don't forget your 2 beams at the bottom, otherwise it's just 4 quavers and they take twice as long. Da da da. Ticka ti. And then ta, ta. And that would be our rhythm. I'll say the whole rhythm one more time. 3, 4. Ti, ticka, ta. Ticka, ti, ta. Ticka, ticka, ti, ticka, ta, ta. I'm just going to fix that beamer. Okay, can we now say that as a class? 3, 4. Ti, ticka, ta. Ticka, ti, ta. Ticka, ticka, ticka. I reckon I've done the answer wrong. And no one picked me up on it. I actually wrote it down incorrectly. That's really embarrassing. Because I played it totally differently. Let's quickly look at this one again. My mistake. Bit embarrassing when I make a mistake like that live on YouTube. I'm a teacher, but I'm still human. I am not perfect. It was T, ticka. If you think I've made a mistake, feel free to hop onto the live and let me know. Sorry, my apologies. T, ticka was the answer. So, let me start again. T, ticka, ta. Ticka, ti, ta. Ticka, ticka, ti, ticka, ta, ta. Say that together as a class. 3, 4. T, ticka, ta. Ticka, ti, ta. Ticka, ticka, ti, ticka, ta, ta. And one more time, we'll clap this question together. I'll tap it on the desk in this occasion. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is our question. My apologies for the error. If you can complete this question and take a photo of the page and upload that into week 2's task, that's one of your tasks for this week, in addition to then going in and doing your musictheory.net tasks for the week. If any of you have any questions about how to do that, how to access the musictheory.net links, how to upload work, any questions whatsoever, or just help with what we're doing, please jump back into the Zoom meeting, which I'll reopen now. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.